Right. So, hi everyone. This is Heather with Get Me Some Green coming to you live from my home office. And I'm so honored and privileged to bring Miss Rachel Gilmore with me today to talk to you about something very exciting. As you know, Get Me Some Green sponsors non-for-profits, and one of the non-for-profits we're sponsoring right now is something Rachel's working for that's really dear to us. Without further ado, I'll explain. So if you want more information, just really quick, because I always forget to give it, at the end of this video, you'll find information on our Green Go Givers tab. You'll also find information in the comments after this video. But without further ado, Rachel, tell us what we're sponsoring and why it's so important to you.
Okay, thanks, Heather. You're amazing. You look beautiful today, by the way.
Thank you so much. This is Hair by Phil. So.
Oh. I need to go in my.
Oh, I got the Brazilian blowout. Don't you know? Brazilian blowout. I feel like I need to say that with a sexy accent. Like, your hair looks good. Oh, thank you. I got the Brazilian blowout.
I don't know. Can they do a Brazilian blowout on my short hair?
Yeah, they can. And it looks freaking great. All right. So tell me more. I know you're outside and that's part of it.
Yeah. So we are going hiking this Sunday and also next weekend, either the 13th or 14th, which I will announce soon, closer here to home to Charlotte. But we are hiking and doing a fundraiser for Operation Underground Railroad. And one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about Operation Underground Railroad is my highest value of all of the values is freedom. Like, I value my freedom above all else. I believe that every human being should have the right to experience freedom. I believe that every human should have the freedom to earn money in ways that light up their soul and bring them joy and serve humanity or give back or whatever way they love. I believe that everybody should have the freedom to love whomever they want to love, should have the freedom to travel anywhere they want to travel to, like make us all global citizens and let us just go and travel. I know.
What is the Underground Railroads? Because there's a lot of people that don't understand the movement and don't understand why it's so important.
Yeah, so basically the Underground Railroad, what they do is they go in and they, first of all, they have a training course that you can go to their website and take. It's all about prevention. So they train you on prevention.
What are we preventing?
Preventing. Okay, so it's human trafficking, sex trafficking, and human trafficking. There are currently 40 million slaves worldwide right now. That's the largest number of any time in the history of the world for slaves, and they're sex slaves. Some of them are other types of slaves, but there are 40 million slaves. And if you let that sink in, that's a huge number. And Operation Underground Railroad, Tim Ballard, he's a previous CIA agent.
40 million. Let's talk about that. 40 million, that's more people than have died of COVID. And we've taken this as a pandemic that has taken over the world. More people are being used as sex slaves in heinous ways than have died from COVID. If that just gives you the opportunity to wrap your mind around the magnitude of what we're talking about. And Charlotte, you and I have talked about this before, Charlotte is a hub for missing children. So when you guys hear things on TV about this child is missing or this person, this adult has gone missing, it's not necessarily that they are missing, but they were literally stolen and used in the slave trade. And unfortunately, Charlotte, because of the way our highway is, because it's circular and it branches out so big, we are one of the largest cities suffering from losses of this nature, where children have actually been found in different countries.
Yes. So Operation Underground Railroad, they educate how to prevent it. And then they go in and they actually rescue these children or adults. And they don't just rescue them, but they rehab them. So for example, if they rescue a child, they work with getting that child adopted and getting it the help it needs. And the same thing with adults. And you can go on Instagram and Facebook and you can look up Operation Underground Railroad, and they're always sharing stories of where they've helped. I just read one 2 days ago where they helped 2 girls, I believe it was in Thailand, who they rescued from sex trafficking, get jobs and get careers, go to school. So they educate on what are the signs for prevention, which is the key, right? So this whole thing is prevention. And then they go in and they actually rescue, and then they rehab. So they don't just rescue and then leave these people to their own devices. So it's an amazing foundation. They're doing amazing things. There's so much you can read about them. I'm super passionate about it. And I'm super grateful that I have the opportunity to be raising money for this foundation. My personal goal is to raise $5,000 before the 19th of this month. I'm currently sitting at about $1,800. I've had some t-shirts made. And
Grammys and Green has helped you support that. So I'm really excited that you allowed us to support that. I mean, we as a company have donated quite a bit to Underground Railroad already, but to partner with you and what you do and your journey and how you help people, light people's souls, and that's what you do for a living, it was just an honor to partner with you to do that. So what does that entail? Because I know you have an entire team that you're partnering with, and the team goal, guys, is 50,000, and the team's at about 30 right now. So they're making amazing headway. But what are these walks doing?
So when you join us on a hike, either a Sunday or the following weekend, we ask that you make a donation. I've been asking people to make a minimum of $25. Some people have donated $100. But the truth is, if you can only donate $5, we'll be super grateful for that too. And when you donate, you receive a t-shirt. And Heather will have some in her shop that she can as well.
Yep. And if you can't hike with us the other 2 weekends, I mean, just because you can't hike these next 2 weekends doesn't mean you can't take part in Underground Railroad and what they're doing and their mission. It's a wonderful, wonderful organization. And the shirts are really cute. And they say, do you remember, what do they say on the front again? Oh, she's got one on. Let's see it.
It says, "I work out to end human trafficking," and then it's got their logo on it. So
I love it.
And the bird, if you can see it in the mountains, represents freedom.
Represents so much more than that too. It just represents love for humanity, and that's really what this is about. So if you guys want to join us this weekend, please do that. I will be joining Rachel again in the link to this in the comments. I'm going to put a link to exactly where we're going to be this weekend. I'll also put it out on our Green Go Givers page so that you can find a link there. You can donate there. Don't feel like you have to donate, but please go and get information, learn how other ways that you might be able to participate. If you want to donate and get a t-shirt, but you can't hike, no problem. We can take care of that, whatever it is. And then even after her deadline, if you still want to donate or learn more about different things that Rachel takes part in or different things that Green Go Givers takes part in, please follow us, link. It's really important because we're always looking for new ways to help the community. I know that this is just one of the charity things that Rachel does. She does about 3 or 4 a year. So stay tuned because it's all about what you can give back, not what you can get. So thank you so much for tuning in. Rachel, I'm looking forward to being with you this weekend. I know my daughter and I are joining you. So a little bit about this hike, guys. This weekend, it is 2 hours away. So it's up in the mountains that we're going hiking. And it is a little bit of a more rigorous hike, if I'm not mistaken. But I did notice something kind of cool. There's a nice mountain stream. So if you guys are interested in some polar plunging, I know Rachel and I will be getting our butts in that cold ass mountain stream, because what better way to wake up your senses than to remember how beautiful and cold and amazing water can be, especially when it's rolling down a mountain over you. So I'm looking forward to that. And then you said next weekend we're going to do Crowder's Mountain, so a little bit closer to home. But these walks don't start there, right? So Rachel and her private business hosts hikes like this at least once a month. So if you're interested in hiking with some amazing spiritually enlightened people, by all means, you definitely need to follow Rachel. Do you want to give them a place where they can learn more about you and your private hikes as well?
Yeah, if you go to Earth and Soul Adventures, you can find me all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, everywhere, and every website. So if you just search Earth and Soul Adventures, you're sure to find me.
Awesome. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes. I know you're outside enjoying the weather, because where else would Rachel Gilmore be? Where else would Rachel Gilmore be? I will see you on Sunday, and hopefully I'll see much more of you on Sunday as well. So again, check the messages below and then check the links, and we look forward to seeing you all. Until then, find something you believe in, stand up for it, because if it's important to you, it's important enough to stand up for. Have a great day, everyone.
Heather. Bye.
Bye.